And here we are in sunny Sarasota at the Oslo Conservatory of the Sarasota Ballet. But we're actually going into the Ringling Museum over there to see a tiny circus. You'll see what a tiny circus means. So we're at the Ringling Museum, Theater and Gardens. So Ringling being the circus people. This is where they wintered, and this is where he established his home way back when. We will hear more about that shortly. But this is Kadazan, which means House of John Ringling. Kadazan. So sort of a Venetian Moorish architecture influence. Okay, this is my circus. And these are my monkeys. We are in for a big, tiny show. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the one, the only Howard Brothers Circus. And by that, there were these two brothers, last name Howard, and they created this circus. This is their, to give you an idea how big this is, there's my hand. So it's a miniature circus, and you can't have a circus without the trains, because that's how they arrived. Alright, this is awesome. But between now and when this video is over, I will think of other words. This is remarkable. The attention to detail. See the Howard Brothers Circus signs over there. Sunoco, the Hot Blast Coal Company, the fellow with his dog, Duncan Display Company, the White Lily Flower Company. So this used to be in Knoxville, Tennessee, so many of the things we'll see are miniature versions of what will be found in Knoxville. See? Knoxville city limits, or is it Knoxville City Mills?
It doesn't sound like it ever was.
Knoxville Box Company. So these must be box cars. Wow. And there's the... Okay, so this was in Knoxville for the Knoxville World's Fair originally. There's the Lay's Company, Lay Packing Company. Well, so force perspective. He's the fellow painting Lays on the smokestack.
Carried the equipment and the men.
A little campfire. See a little campfire down there? Groceries, city skyline. Very neat. There's some more. Right, we started way down there. Look at all the horses lined up. Get a little closer. Oh, and camels and zebras.
Look at the guy climbing the ladder. Now how long did that hold like that? With the bent knee.
Look at all the horses. Swinging back around this way, the zebras. And the Howard Circus. Wow, it's quite a train. The circus comes to town. The circus day began before most people got out of bed. By 3 a.m., the first of the 4 sections of the massive circus train arrived in town. Called the Flying Squadron, this section carried the equipment, men to lay out the circus lot and set up the cooking tents. The second section of the train carried the concession wagons for the midway, as well as the canvas and poles for most of the tents, including the big top. The third section hauled all of the wardrobe, seating hardware, and props to be placed inside the tents. The circus train, after the lot was prepared, the final section of the train brought the performers, horses, and elephants to town. Within a few hours of their arrival, doors opened for the day's first performance. In 1928, the Ringling Show traveled on 100 rail cars, composed of 46 flat cars, 27 stock cars, 22 coaches, 3 advertising cars, a dining car, and John Ringling's private car, which we will see during this tour. All right, unloading the train. Look at all the people on the train over there. Fascinating. And here we are. In the circus lot. It's still nighttime, but there's the food car. See the food? And the little TV of the fellow making a whole lot of food supplies were ordered in advance of the show's arrival and were delivered to the lot early on the day of the show. A typical day's order consisted of a whole lot of stuff. 265 pounds of butter. Right, the time has arrived.
Oh, that's great.
And I was corrected, those are not caskets for the performers that inevitably die. Those are just containers with plates in them.
Kevin saw a cord on his phone.
So crazy.
I have a flip phone.
It's got a clue what a typical order would be, just for one day.
Oh, wow.
All right, so then you can, turns out those aren't caskets. Look inside those caskets and you can see.
So nuts. Think about somebody building this his whole life. 75 years he built this.
Wow, look at the
He
eggs.
built all of everything you see. Everything.
Right,
Oh,
here's
yeah, that's right. We're gonna be
the dining tent stretching all the way from there to there. Even in miniature, it's quite large.
enjoying the circus.
The hotel flag was raised over the dining tent. See the hotel flag up there? To signal to the workers, staff, and performers that it was mealtime. Each person at the circus had a designated seat at a table set with china plates, silverware, and a water pitcher, condiments, and bread. To feed all the personnel, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the waiters would serve 3,900 meals a day. Wow.
Back there with that.
It's a regular
This one is
cruise
really
ship.
familiar.
There's a Model T coming off the trailer, and some sort of winter version of a
Little dishes.
elephant processional. Oh, okay. It must be Thai. That's what they are. Those are Thai elephants. That's the barber. See the barber getting the shave, and these fellows are they're playing some cards or something. And then that's the beer tent. Right, way off in the distance there, we have the horses coming through with the calliope on a portable calliope and bandwagon. And these people are all, looks like rest tents. So this is where everybody's resting. Like these people consider playing cards to be resting.
I wonder how
And there's, that's the band. Let's look on the left over there. Let me zoom in. On the left, you see all the hats from the band performers, the marching band, and there's the instruments. And there's these fellows in uniform. These guys putting a chair together. So this is the band. These must be the can-can dancers.
Look at all them saddles back there.
Wow, look at the horses there. Spec performers, elaborate floats, and fantastically costumed animals and performers lined up in the backyard to enter the big top for the spectacle display. Usually the opening feature of the show. The spec included as many people and animals as the director could costume, parading around the track in the big top. Beautiful costumes, exotic characters, and incredible floats hinted at the excitement to come in the performance. All right, daytime has returned. So as I was reading earlier, this part sticking out from the big top is where the parade of performers would come in. So they line up there and go on in. So they have the animals and stuff closer in, so as the walking human performers come by, some of the animals join them there. Like you can see the dogs. Let me zoom in right there. There are the dogs. See all the dogs? So they didn't have to walk the whole length of the parade route. Just that one little spot.
They got the spring foot, the guy's got Oh, yeah. We were just talking about that.
And they're coming in from both sides. Oh, someone got injured.
Oh, laundry.
Someone has fallen off the trapeze. Quick, oh, and they're calling the
You
stretcher
have to be able to do that.
to come get
because they
the
were traveling.
trapeze artist on the bicycle that fell off the high wire. See the high wire? Oh, what a shame. What a tragedy. Luckily, we have some caskets at the beginning there. Oh, that's the whole medical tent over there. So, oh, there's an x-ray. See the x-ray on the far left over there?
Yeah. Oh, that's all their makeup. Yeah, dressing room.
Amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
So the wooden platform there is because it would get awfully muddy, or who knows what else with all the elephants walking by. So they had wooden platforms. And way over there, we see the permanent cars with the animals on them because you didn't want them just rambling around willy-nilly. Oh, there's some polar bear over there too.
Beautiful. Those outfits, I can't believe you made these sounds. Oh, look at that.
People next to me were pointing out that there's a bra on it. There's some bras on the clothesline over there. Oh, this trapeze artist is doing a little better. Ooh, look at all these people.
They're all the way back there.
Yeah,
The
you have to go
costume
around the
room.
whole thing.
Oh, this is the dressing tent, so they're all getting dressing. And this is the rehab tent because everybody's on crutches in there.
You want to know who's going for the
And there's the clown practicing his act for maybe children of the show or the other performers. Oh, this is the whole clown tent.
Look at them up there.
Mm.
High wire eyes.
Let's zoom in on that. There's a three-person clown. Nothing frightening about that. And there's the men's wardrobe, and there's some long johns
Give it a haircut.
hanging down that.
guy's fixing the napkin or fixing the wheel.
It's nighttime again.
These two in the front. She's
Yeah, there's a walrus in there. That must be the hose for the walrus water. Another haircut. Parking lot for the event. Awooga! So 1925, so there's lots of antique cars in there. Here we are in the little town outside. We have a circus now playing one day only. No, it had to be more than one day. All this for one day? That's amazing. Oh, even have power lines. There's a streetcar way down there. Fantastic. Oh, Model T delivery truck. Oh, no, that's not a delivery. They're doing pickup. That's a paddy wagon right there. See him? A Model T paddy wagon. Pulling, oh, you get maybe the Circus Calliope is getting a ticket. All right, the spectators are all walking into circus area. Well, look at, let me back up a little bit. There's how big this place is. Bicycles checked here, 10 cents. That's more than we had to pay to park. For us, parking was free. There's the other Calliope bandwagon. Who can resist that? Look at the power lines and the streetcar. What's the frozen dessert? Let's zoom in there and see what we can see there. Frozen desserts. He's got quite a line there, people. Making ice cream cones. Concessions. The front lot was filled with concessions of every type imaginable. Bright colored pennants and dolls were sold as souvenirs. And live lizards were hawked as fashionable pets to wear on your sleeve. Wagons like the Circus Diner and the Sip and Bite sold soda, popcorn, and hot dogs, and cotton candy, while the Frozen Delight truck sold soft serve ice cream. So there's some more food down here. And there's the tickets, I suppose, to get into the big tent. And there's posters showing who's going to be performing. Looks like Woody? No. Miss Patricia, Edward Hill, Sid Soffit. Here's the ticket office. What's the ticket office? What was that? Some balloons. Speaking of balloons, why would Elsa be a terrible person to hand out balloons at Anna's party? Because she would never let it go. Right, okay, there's the replica, the tiny version of where we started this show. This is the Little Big Show. So if you look in there, there's the turnstiles, the ticket cashiers. There's the poles for the big top. A little tiny wheelbarrow. Look at how they have everything tied down. Like right there. See all the ropes tied down? That's amazing. Alright, here we go. There they are, pounding in the rope, or the pylons to hold up the tent. Okay, before you go in, no, it's nighttime again, so we will wait until daytime. So we're finishing day number 4.
Not your problem.
So this is the menagerie. Right, the menagerie. For many Americans, the circus was the first place they saw animals from other continents, along with the expected elephants and lions and zebras.
Yeah, well,
Visitors
absolutely, and I
found
can tell you.
hippopotami, giraffes, and even polar bears.
No, absolutely.
The other exotic animals that might be seen
I'm sure
in
it's
the
a
menagerie
problem.
include orangutans, macaws, and kangaroo.
Howard Brothers, is it?
All the elephants in the back.
Ringling, you know? Can't tell.
Most of the animals, the wild animals on display in the menagerie, were kept in beautifully carved and painted cage wagons, like the Calliope on the Midway. These wagons were examples of the art of wood carving. All of the decorative figures and scroll work were carved by hand and attached to the wagon. Many of the cage wagons also had panels that could be placed over the bars to enclose and protect the animal during travel. All right, we saw the concession stand for the humans. Here we have the concession stand for the animals. So they must eat also. I doubt they serve them one at a time, but this one's getting washed up. All right, now, just like the animals, they had to eat and then later clean up. Here's the people proceeding into the big tent. But before you go in, just like today, these days, in our theaters, look down here, This is the men's room or men's tent. And it says here, please face this way. And they're all facing that way, doing their watering of the plants. See the puddle down there? Look at all the shovels. Ooh. I know what those are for. That's for the honey dippers and the dairy Danish. Okay, they have a cutaway here. I can go into the big tent. I can go into the big tent and sit here with the other spectators. See the spectators watching the big show, and then the trapeze people are actually moving around, or they were. Let's wait till they move around again. Let's look at, oh, there's the clown, what every girl should know. Oh, apparently that's how to dress. Winter, spring, summer, fall. There's the clown car. Alright, I will keep panning until the trapeze begin to go again. There's the 1, 2, 3 ring circus. And the performers will perform in just a moment. Look at the horses.
Разные арены были.
Вообще прикольно, да.
Ой, оно только что шевелилось все.
А смотри, они на горке раз подлетают и на эти их ловят на одеяло.
Ага.
Прикольно.
Oh, there they go.
Да, да, это шоу началось.
Performers are performing.
Че, пойдем смотри дальше.
Oh, fascinating. Over there's little kids peeking under the tent because they didn't get to pay. Some extra seating because they have a sold-out show. And those are the guys carrying in the seating. There's some more practicing. Oh, there's the dogs. See the dogs. Wow. All the dogs. There's some more dogs down here. The dog kennels. Oh, there's behind them is the horses. Are the horses practicing? Wow. Ta-da! Performing dogs were often strays or purchased from the pound because these mixed breeds were usually very intelligent and learned tricks quickly. The dogs traveled in special accommodations. Wagons 99-98 were designed specifically for the dogs, with each animal having its own space in the wagon. In between performances, the dogs were kept in outdoor kennels. Oh, painting. This is where they do a lot of the repairs. He's doing some sawing, some painting. And there's a lot of work going on, a lot of machinery. So many of the cars needed maintaining so they wouldn't break down for the next thing. And this is the repair car. So all the tools are in there. And they've even removed some of the engines to work on them. Quite a large engine, so it must be part of one of the trucks or that tractor over there. All right, here's the tent with all the horses in it. They're shoeing them, brushing them, washing them. Wow, there's a lot going on. Pan back out, see how. Remind you how big this place is. Here's the blacksmith tent. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 furnaces going to repair. There's some Model T wheels over there, some wooden strut wheels. So there's lots of things going on, little sledgehammers. Yes, amazing. There's a little anvil. He's putting the shoe on the horse. Okay, here's a river going through town. So we're back on the edge of town. Look at all the hay over there. Hay with the hay. Hey! Coca-Cola, the general store, barber shop. There must be beer. Oops. One of the elephants seems to have escaped and is enjoying himself in a stream near Knoxville, Tennessee. Wow. Hey, you're interrupting my trout fishing. So coming in from the mountainside, there's the train tracks down there, and this bridge over the train tracks. They're putting up a temporary popsicle fence. And the little barricades to stop people from... Oops, it's turning nighttime again. The end of day 5. Here are the horses going by of the Howard Brothers Circus. Alright, we begin day 6. This has taken 6 days to go through here. And there's Andrew Jackson on the horse over there. But look at this. Oh, photographer. Doesn't like me. Taking a picture of the world's finest show. In Knoxville. See, some more train station. The cars parked out there. Where the horses get walking through town. There's the lineman working on the... Now, here's an honorarium. So my mother, in order to get promoted at the company she was at, you had to... Because she was a she, they purposely made it so you can only be promoted if you at one time in your career did that. So she said, hold my beer. So at some point in her life she climbed a telephone pole so she could be promoted at that company. I don't know if the pole was that high, but she did go up a pole. True story. Okay, we just finished day 6 going through this miniature. So the days are miniature too. Oops, I didn't notice that. Look over there. Let me zoom in. Okay, there are even ducks in the water. And that fellow who seems to be falling out of his boat underneath the train track. Over there. There's the trapeze fellow that we saw earlier coming in. There he is over here. Behind him is that painting. It's a better angle. Like the blue hair. Beyond the big top. Well, hello and welcome to Ghost Ark. We are in Sarasota at the Ringling Museum. And you might recognize the name of there, Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey. This is their museum at his house, Kadazan, the House of John. So this is John Ringling's place. So this is the room devoted to the beginnings of circusry and entertaining. So I can sit here amongst the circus folk. So welcome to the channel. If you like what you're seeing, click like and subscribe. Like is the up button. If you don't like it, click the down button twice. So this is more my style, clowning around there in black and white. I'm in color. So if I had a rubber nose, it would be red, not black and white like theirs is. So, stories told of the cannibals in the jungle happened upon some clown. And they were, during dinner, they said, "Does this food taste funny to you?" All right, earlier we were downstairs there. This is the upstairs looking down on the big top. And you see how just immense those models are. Really quite amazing. All right, let me walk you through a parade of miniatures. Many, many miniatures. I'll take a miniature part of your time as we scroll past these miniatures. There's the band. There's the horseman. There's another clown band. They only play the funny tunes. And there's the Southern Bells, I suppose. Keep going. That's a lady on a swan. A person on a three-headed dragon. Of course, there's Santa. And look at all of these horses. Wow. And each one is doing something different. Well, that's quite a bandwagon. All right, hop on the bandwagon. Because here we go. There's a old clown, which, by the way, we will see that costume later of the real performer. And there's an elephant. Some knights. This is the golden age of chivalry. Oop, a two-headed dragon. And some knights. People riding ostriches. Now that looks like a difficult task. Some horses. Wow, this is still going on. And I'm only about halfway through this. So let's take it up a pace. There's the bell wagon. See the bell? Right there. There's some camels. Looks like a nativity scene. Egyptian tableau wagon. So look at all of those camels. And there's the tableau. So there's the pharaoh on top. There's the Cole Brothers Circus. There's an Asiatic elephants. So Asian elephants have smaller ears and fancier clothes. The lion and the snake wagon seems to have a lot of clowns on it too. Got a little clown. Mountain Prince Charming. Oh, where's Prince Charming? There he is, right there. Here's the Cinderella float, and the man in a little shoe, and Prince Charming with his glass slipper in his hand. This is the wine glass devil's float. Ooh, those are creepy. Elephants in clown face. Horses in chicken face. Neptune's float. Let's see where oh, there's Neptune. Something's fishy about that one. And that is, oh, look at those horses dressed like seahorses. Those are seahorses. Ah, okay. Seahorses. Oh, here's a bird's eye view of the big top. If you recall, that part right there is the men's room tent and women's room tent. Men on the left, women on the right. No peeking. Oh, here's the elephant. The thing they had on the elephant's head. See? Okay, who has not been afraid of a clown? is quite a spectacular, especially the finales of these things. This way to the big show. Oh, and the big people. Jeez. There's the two jesters, steam calliope. Two jesters, because there's one, and there's the other. Wow, look at that. There's the bandwagon. Hop on the bandwagon. Barnum Bailey Circus. Step right up. Within the human spirit, there is an innate love of spectacular pageantry and demonstrations of marvelous artistry. And there's also this little car. That's the actual clown car that Lou Jacobs used. Somehow he'd fit in there. And here is a replica. You want to try to get in? All right, here's Carolyn. Let me drum roll. Brum, 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 brum. Honk, honk. There's a horn in there. Push the horn. Ooga, ooga. All right, you fit. Okay. All right, here's the front of a clown car. And lo and behold, we have a clown. Where'd she go? Okay, this is not frightening. These are big heads. So they would go around. Oh, that is, who's this supposed to be? Somebody famous. Here we go.
Emmett Kelly?
Yeah. Buster Keaton.
Oh, Buster
Over there on the left is
Keaton,
Buster
yeah.
Keaton.
Pierrot?
And then,
Pierrot?
and the big chicken. Someone. All right, I'm going to attempt the impossible, the higher wire act. Dun, 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 dun. Now I'm gonna cheat and in post-production fix this where I'm actually walking across it. See? Hey. Almost. All right. Thank you for watching our episode in the Ringling Museum in Sarasota. No more clowning around. Okay, plenty more clowning around, but not for you. You need to click like and subscribe.